G'day folks, welcome back to Atlantic War. Here we are at the end of the 6th of June. It's the end of the night turn. You do play the night turn on the 6th of June. It's a special rule, so there's no rest turn on this day, which gives both Allied and German forces the opportunity to, well, respond to the situation pretty much. Let me give you a broader overview. There's so much going on. This map is huge. And it's a challenge to find everyone, to activate everyone. I cannot imagine playing this without Vassal because, look, one of the most valuable tools is the ability to search for particular units. So if it says activate the first flak, second Fallschirmjäger, you can just click on it and zoom into that particular unit, which is amazing for these activations in particular, because there are some very particular activation instructions. Activate the first, third flat core. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was the anyway. First, third. I think that was the first, third there that I had highlighted. Those 7 units. So Vassal makes this really good. What I'd love to see is a movement history. Like I've got in Stalingrad 42, and I play that, and you can click a unit and it shows you where they came from, where they've moved, because so often you're moving these units, then you realise you've miscalculated, you've got to click the undo button in Vassal rather than just be able to trace the unit and recalculate. So let me run you through what's happened. We start with, hey, look, we've got guys from Omaha Beach landing. It's taken a long time. But the beach is clear. Okay, this was a hassle. There were a lot of casualties on Omaha Beach, and you can see, what can you see? A lot of reduced divisions. So all the divisions are reduced. Some of them are 2 steps down. This is the 1st and the 29th. They're going to hit the beaches absolutely smashed. As you can see here, no full strength battalions are landing on Omaha Beach. They've all taken some losses, and they're not getting far. Just kind of pushing out. Fortunately, as I said, there are not a lot of Germans in this area beyond the beaches, and a lot of them weren't activated until just now. So most of the Germans on the map are now activated. So around Omaha, not a lot happening. A couple of little bits of combat. Now, one rule I'm not sure about is when units are in the landing beach, can I place them under a tactical assault marker with the view that they will land and assault? I've been treating it as so. Tactical assault marker. Yeah, I think I'm confusing myself there anyway. So yeah, we've been hitting the beaches and then assaulting straight away, tactical assault. Going okay. The Germans have responded in this area quite cautiously, trying to preserve force strength, trying to prevent these forces. What they're really going to try and do is try and block that main primary road. If they can block it out towards Isigny-sur-Mer, out here on the left, that's the key. Isigny is the kind of the town en route to Quarantaine. If they can hold here, you can see I've already brought my artillery back here. I want to slow down this road here. I've got engineers somewhere. Here we go, pioneers, right there. Going to try and entrench, build some IPs. I don't know how successful. How can they hold? I don't know. Got a couple of little battalions scattered throughout the area. That's the plan. And we're facing 2 reduced American divisions coming our way. Elsewhere, we've pulled back beyond the Ur River, trying to use that as a bit of a barrier to preserve force strength. Don't want to defend north of that. I'll get to the Commonwealth beaches in just a moment, but first let's look at the situation around Utah. And some bottlenecks. Like, these guys were the first to arrive and they're not getting far. It's just very tough. We did clear out that southern Wittgenstein nest. Not a lot of progress. Going going slow. We've got a lot of 91st, German 91st and 243rd Division forces coming in from the west. They're hitting now the 82nd, pushing this 82nd pocket across the Medway River even smaller. So the 82nd is desperately trying to hold on. Luckily, I mean, this is the situation now at the end of the 6th of June. The 7th of June, we'll finally get that reorganisation. It's an unusual system where these paratroopers just sit there and do nothing. There's a flurry of activity. The very first thing you do is land and reorganise and get these small battalions and companies, and then they do nothing. They just sit there the whole day for 3 full turns whilst all this activity is going on around them. So 101st, they're down on the Douve. They've held that line pretty well. They will eventually need to cross it, and I don't know how they're going to do that. Yeah. But yeah, units are coming on. You can see the 4th have linked up with these airborne. Yep. The Germans, so 709th Division, activated, moving south. Some of these units were pushing into the landing zones, but they've kind of reached their limit of what they can do. And with the 4th Division coming on and etc., and artillery and the like, they're going to pull back to safer positions. You can see a decent battalion of the 101st, 502nd PIR pushing onto that road, and there was a risk they could get cut off in that little area. So they're trying to pull back now, and the Germans are entrenching. In fact, that is done, and that is done because they're both quick entrenchments. And behind the lines, Montebourg, a lot of artillery coming through, some armour coming through. German reinforcements are going to hit this area very quickly. So 4th and 90th Division need to sort themselves out. It's tough going through this area with these little Widerstand nests and small companies in the area. Only one left now. Look, we can come around here, but yeah, that's a story. And just to zoom out, you can see a lot of units coming on behind the lines. All right, so that's the situation in Cotentin Peninsula, around Utah, Omaha, Commonwealth Beaches. Okay, so gold progressing slowly. Just clearing out a few. They had some pockets of German defences behind the lines, which they've kind of cleared out. The big success story was this movement by the 8th Armoured Brigade. They managed to slip through across the Suls, this kind of stream, part of the Suls River, and kind of getting behind the Germans. And then, yeah, kind of undermined this German line along that Suls stream river. So the Germans have had to respond to this, which has weakened their hold on Bayeux and put them in a spot of bother. Yeah, you can see here, it's just this like a little bulge of a, it's only 2 units, but there's a 15, 9, 12, 24th Lancers, and then an 8, 10, 12 KRR. I don't know what that is. And they're tough, they're strong, they're very good units, hard hitting, and the Germans could not kind of push them back right now. So they basically had to move. What you see here is manoeuvre to try and block them and do their best. Good blocking force now. All these reinforcements come in. I've had to move some of the 21st Panzer from out in the east to block this. You can see the 12th SS reinforcements are coming in, and they've driven straight out along the west through Caen out to this position here, because Bayeux is going to fall, but this is really, I'm relying on my Widerstand nests and strong points out here to hold the line. If these weren't here, you could have British armour just flowing around through here into Bayeux immediately. So there's the gap in the line, relying on those nests to maintain a German front, as I've had to move these units down to kind of contain 50th Division. So yeah, because of the 8th Armoured Brigade, it's caused some headaches for the Germans, which is kind of the biggest headache for them at the moment. Further out east, in front of Juno and Sword Beaches, the 3rd Canadian and the 51st Division have just been pushing south quite rapidly, but cautiously. Yeah, not overextending themselves, not doing anything too risky. We did launch an attack on the Douvres radar, which caused a hit. We've wiped out another strong point in Ustem, and yeah, we've linked up with the bridges across the Orne Canal and River by going a long way. So we've looped around the west side of these. This is a Colville battery and other nests in the area, and then they've kind of looped around here. So they've kind of made contact. We've got, you can see here, an M10 breakdown company. I'm breaking down companies, tank companies, to try and spread the strength. They are kind of scattered. There's another one there, in a half strength, but one step battalion. There's another step there. So it's yeah, good to see those getting some use. So they've linked up. We've got some entrenched IPs now along the front, feeling secure. And then you come to the German stand. There's another IP that they've built. Oops, got to remember that. And they've just stopped. 21st Panzer Division are like, well, we can't contend with that. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's another reconnaissance unit for defence that has crossed the canal and reinforced those positions. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defence strength. And I think that's legal stacking, right? You're allowed 2 battalions, 2 companies. I don't think the fog of war units count towards stacking. You're allowed 4, I think. It's kind of inconsequential anyway. If I've overstacked, it's a non-issue because, well, can I move the fog of war units? I haven't even bothered moving them at all, but they don't want to be there. They'd love to be off the area. You can see here, 12th SS, they're just brushing straight past 6 Airborne, not worrying about them. You can have your toe hold on the edge of the Orne River. We're going to try and blunt this little reconnaissance by the 8th Armoured Brigade and the 50th Division, who'll be coming up right behind them. Yeah. The 711th Division is now fully activated, so they're starting to move in as well, and they might cause, look, as I say it, I'm like, nah, they're going to try and cause some trouble for Canadian paratroopers of the 6th Airborne. But look, they've got a lot of strength out here, but then, it's easy for reinforcements to come this way. And I think that's what's going to happen with they're going to be reinforced pretty quickly because they can't hold this by themselves against what looks to be 3 full-strength battalions and 1 reduced battalion, plus a couple of little companies and some artillery out here with the 711th. So yeah, look, historically, commandos rushed across the bridges and then drove north, and they, were pushing around here. That just hasn't happened because it's been slow with the 3rd Infantry Division. And this is the consequence of that. So, yeah, if you can see the line, 50th moving slow, 3rd Division moving fast, but no combat out here from memory. 3rd Canadian Division, 3rd Infantry Division, I don't think they had any combat either. So not a lot of fighting going on. Again, the Allies are still bound by their tactical assaults. Cannot engage in prepared assaults just yet. They're about to. Right, 7th of June, AM turn. We're going to throw all these units in prepared assaults, and finally, they'll be gone. They'll be gone. Might be able to push those back behind the river. 82nd Airborne might be able to counterattack down here. I don't know what to do with the 101st. They haven't lost. They're pretty strong. Yeah. Some questions to be asked of what to do with them. And yeah, 1st and 29th will come on the map. And look, I'm just looking. There aren't many good. I can, a PA up here will wipe that out. I can reach the ranges, and that'll let me. Special rule for Pont de Hoc is you reach the ranges, and you instantly replenish steps for your ranger units on the map, of which there are not many because they really struggled on Omaha. Okay, so big stuff happening. This is the most interesting area around here. The Germans. I should also point out as well. They're trying to get a Crewley. They're kind of desperately trying to survive. This is a good full strength 3-step battalion of the 352nd plus some pioneers of the 21st. I'd love to keep them alive without getting cut off. So they very nearly got cut off, and they're trying to get out of here. They're in a good defensive position there behind the river, but they realise that this is, they either hold and die or they pull back and live to fight another day. And because I'm short of pioneers, I would love those pioneers to be able to start entrenching. I'm trying to think of where else. So yeah, I did bring our pioneers here. So look, Germans are going to start thinking about those improved positions along the front as well. All right, as we head into the 7th of June, there'll be another suite of rules for the day to remember. I need to look at that again. I kind of glanced at it, but the beaches are, the beach overlays are all but done. Omaha only just got sort of cleared on the last landing subphase of that night turn. So you do a subphase on the night turn, and they only just cleared it. Yes, they had a lot of units in exit boxes, but it wasn't cleared of German units. Only just got it with that final assault. So they'll all come on the map. Engineers on the other beaches can finally come on the map. I've been trying to track losses. It's my biggest weakness, I think, is remembering when a unit takes a loss to track it. So I think I'm up to date. Not many Commonwealth losses, a lot of German losses, a lot of Z-step units and the like, small companies, whilst the Americans, where are their losses? US units lost, not much. But that doesn't count all the losses on Omaha. So overall, we've got 18 infantry losses. The bulk of them steps across the 1st and 29th Infantry Divisions. Those many step losses all add up to 18 overall infantry step losses. All right, folks, that's the situation at the end of the 6th of June. Thanks for watching and take care.